What do you want?
Kia ora, Taika. It's Leanna here from
Kia ora.
WFM. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, mean as. Are you in Aotearoa at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in Auckland.
Oh, not Auckland.
I'm also in a kind of a bunkery part of this building, so if it all kind of cuts out and
Okay,
starts
Taika.
going pear-shaped, it's not my fault.
Nah, all good. Okay, so we're having a kōrero about the 10th year anniversary for your film Hunt for the Wilderpeople, which is so mean. I mean, you need no introduction. Everyone knows who you are, Taika Waititi. You know that in the film, my mum's favourite character is the minister, which is played by you.
Yeah. I remember that.
We wanted to know if that was ad-lib. Like, did you do a bit of impromptu for that, or is all your stuff scripted?
That actually was pretty scripted because I'd stolen that speech from a friend's father's funeral. And there was actually a priest or a minister, I don't know what you call them because I don't really roll with that kind of crowd. But he did this big, real random, crazy speech about going through these different doors when you get into the afterlife, and some are full of candy and confectionery and stuff. And I thought it was the most random, weirdest thing to be saying at a funeral. And I remember I was so amazed at the time when I was at that funeral. And my girlfriend at the time, she turned to me, she said, I know exactly what you're doing. You cannot be stealing this. You can't be stealing this for some future project. And then about 8 years later, I remembered that when I had to write that funeral scene. And I thought, I'm just going to use that. And then people just thought it was the most sort of unlikely made-up thing that you could possibly have, but it's actually all real, all taken from a real dude.
That is wild. So my mum has memorised that entire scene. And she knows it word by word. So
well, that's not even I mean, I'm not offended because it's not even my words. I stole that from someone else. She's welcome to steal that.
How good! 10th year anniversary of this film.
Who owns what? No one owns anything anymore.
Nah.
So 10 years, yeah.
How does it make you feel? 10 years on, and there's still heaps of hype around this film.
I actually just watched it again only a few months ago when we were because we got the print remastered, and I'd never watched my stuff again, and I really enjoyed it. So and I've got great memories as well from shooting this thing because it was it was like a small crew and a lot of friends and family all pitching in together and running around the landscape and and all the different national parks and different parts of New Zealand together, and it was just like a really beautiful experience.
Beautiful. Was there any moments that happened behind the scenes that didn't make it to the film that you're allowed to share with us?
I don't know. No, not really. I mean, we only shot for about 25 days, I think. So basically everything we could, we would try and film. Most of it's in the film. Yeah. But I thought one particular part that was super fun was just being down in the just having all the kind of army vehicles and the police cars and all that stuff for the big car chase scene at the end, because there's just a fun thing to be able to do. The little kid in you really wants to, as a filmmaker, always loves the idea of doing a car chase.
And I bet. And that's
crashing cars and stuff, which is super fun.
And that's where that iconic that quote, "The Skuck's life," quote came from.
I chose the Skuck's life. Yeah.
I didn't choose the Skuck's
life.
Far out.
Skuck's life chose me, and that's a real. So I'm glad that Skuck's, had a little resurgence there for a bit. We're trying to bring it back a bit more. Hopefully,
bring it back for 2026.
Will be the return. Yeah.
I've been asking everyone on air.
2026.
I've been asking everyone on air to tell me who the most Skucks person in their life is. The younger generation won't know what it means, but if you know, kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's right. The younger generation have got enough words that make no sense. They don't need another one.
I just want to ask you, what is one piece of gold for the next gen, speaking of these guys, for those that are up-and-coming filmmakers, actors, what sort of advice would you give them, or a piece of gold from Taika?
Well, my usual piece of advice around that stuff is try not to listen to older people. Try and do things your own way, because there's a bunch of, older people try and tell me, the rules about how to make films and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And most of them were wrong when I think about it. So, yeah, watch out for them. Watch out for those old people. They always like to say they know everything, but they don't. In fact, none of us really know anything. So, only you know.
I love that. Taika Waititi, thank you so much for your time and all the best for the
You're
10th
welcome.
year of Hunt for the Wilderpeople. Kia ora!
Kia ora. Okay. Ka kite.
Ka kite.